But over the past 6 months, it's been 6.5 months now, it's been perfectly clear that American public opinion has shifted significantly as far as its view of Palestine and Israel, and as far as its view of right and wrong. It's our money that funds this war. It's American weapons that are used to kill so far 34,000 Palestinians, including 13,000 children. And that the moral urgency that involves, I think, has particularly affected young people in the United States. I think there's a big divide between an older generation and a younger generation. I think the older generation, to be very frank, depends on mainstream media. And mainstream media has tended to echo the government line. And whatever the Israeli government is saying, President Biden, his administration, Rishi Sunak and his government, and so forth, repeat almost monotonously. Younger people do not pay attention to the mainstream media. They look at alternative media, they look at social media, and they see live-streamed genocide from Gaza. They know better, I think, what's going on, frankly, than the older generation. They have different views, they have different beliefs, perhaps. That, frankly, the mainstream media is protecting older people from seeing. And the second thing that I would say is that it's not just younger people, at least in the United States. Look at the opinion polls. The Biden administration's policy on Gaza is wildly unpopular. And to point out the fact also that a lot of what's going on these campuses is being very poorly reported. For example, they say Jewish students feel unsafe. I would argue a very large proportion of the protesters are themselves Jewish.
So why did the president of Columbia University call in the New York City police?
Well, I think she was acting under the pressure that American politicians, the people who govern the United States, are mainly in the upper age brackets. And they're all very committed to Israel.
We're here to tell Senator Schumer that this is enough and we need to end U.S. complicity in Israel's genocide against Palestinians. And right now, what we're seeing is that the Israeli government and the United States government are carrying out a genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, over 34,000 people killed in 6 months, in the name of Jewish safety, in the false name of Jewish freedom.
The United States is one of the largest funders of Israel, one of the largest funders of the genocide happening in Palestine. We sit in the country that not only funds but also manufactures and creates a lot of the bombs dropping on Gaza. Every piece of the weaponry that allows this genocide to continue is being funded actively by universities like Columbia through their endowments. And today we're seeing another spark in the student movement.
It's in